I have to check something because I just started the stream up here just a second ago, but I forgot to update my the title of my stream before I hit start broadcasting. So channel being in the Nektulos. All right, perfect. We're going to go. I was actually going to finish this Pursuit of Happiness quest before I started this, and I just flew over quickly to see how many Nereus Vandals there were, and I didn't see any. And according to Wiki, it means they're not here. Like I have to wipe the area out of all mobs, and then let it reset and see how many, if any, show up. I don't think they're way out over here when they pop, but I'm going to get all of them. I didn't notice any quests on the dock, so the whole idea, what I thought I was going to do is I thought I would plan with you together about the Nektulos quest, kind of the inside baseball look at how I would plan for an entire zone like Nektulos Forest, the order I would do the quest, how I would decide which quests were considered like part of the zone, and so on. And I usually do that through a number of different ways. One of them is I use AI. Now, obviously, I use the wiki. I'll just go to the wiki and find all the quests, and then I'll go to EQ2U, or whatever it's called. Yeah, EQ2U. And I'll look up the category, Nektulos Forest. And that's a beginning. But some quests will go through the zone, the Nektulos Forest zone, as well. So if I can catch them all, I'm guessing it's maybe a 4 or 5 stream commitment to get all of these done. So these encampments right here, they've got the mobs I'm looking for, the Nereus Vandals. But right now they're full of Nereus Pirates and more captains than normal are up, which a little ring event. Usually they're the end of the ring event, but so I doubt if somebody was coming through and doing writs. I think maybe it's just a bad roll. And the fact that none of them are up at the moment. Well, I've been completely wrong before, so I mean, I'm ready for that to be the case. I really can't keep picking up all this loot because I am not going to have room for it. All right. While we wait for these to spawn, I know as far as the front goes, I think you're supposed to start in the back of the zone and you work your way to the docks. But for now, I'm just going to go. I know the one guy has some quests right here, or at least a quest. It's been a long time. Let's see if he talks. I'll turn this up in case he has dialogue.
Well met.
He doesn't. And so we turn it back down and I do all the work. There's something not quite right about this system. You are quite a pitiful specimen. In fact, I am quite appalled that you're able to speak. You are able to speak, correct? Yes, I can speak. What's this camp? Did you really think that I would answer that? I don't know you from any other fool who wanders along saying hello for no good reason. They run by saying hello like I have pretty presents to hand out. It disgusts me. Well, like the folks in Fallen Gate, they're in a great mood too. I am not one of that type. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. It doesn't really matter in the long run, does it? If you're truly interested in what we do here, what we are here, then I have a task for you. To prove yourself. Do you want it? Does it mean I would have to speak with you again? I will take on your task. I'll keep it civil. All right. Here's our quest. It's called Prove Yourself. In the music, the moment. This guy, Brune of the Order of Nektulos, has asked me to take supplies to the 2 scout camps along the beach and 1 out past the path leading out of the forest. And I will get these sentries hammered gloves. Here they are. Here it looks like a model that we might see in others. Look, I'm not dressing that way. That's left over from the last time I looked in the wardrobe. Those fabled pants that dropped. Good. I need you to travel each of the field scouts, deliver them supplies. They should be rather easy found. There are 3 camps, 2 here on the beach. The others just past the hidden beach path. Go now. Please refrain from wasting both our time by puttering around aimlessly. All right, pal. I'll go down this path first. And then we have the blue patches on the ground, kind of. I mean, we would have found them anyway pretty easily, I think. But so we have the blue patches on the ground. What happens? You're attacked, right? You drop the box off, and then you're attacked each time. And then we're like, hey, listen, pal.
I hope
You set us up or something. I don't know. Let's find out what happens. Now I need to drop off the supplies on the scout camp on the southeast edge and the supplies on the northwest. And I'm going to fly. No more RP here.
There is no escape for you now.
While we're here, we're going to go over to that camp just to the left here. See if those guys have repopped. They have. Was there a tent here? No. Yes. Some randoms. So we'll get. I don't think these are part of it, but we're going to, in case they might pop, and take that long to kill white, even leveled, non-heroics. I don't think I needed to say white and even leveled. I could have just said white cons or even leveled. I was redundant and said it twice. Why, crab? What is that? Nah, that's just a deal. All right, there we go. We got a vandal, hey? We got a vandal. They call them a rare spawn. Now, I hope they're being a little bit hyperbolic, I guess might be the word. I hope they're kind of exaggerating for effect when they say rare. They're a rare spawn. But so far, we've killed the camps once without any, and then now we're halfway through the second round, and we still don't have any. But boy, they love to drop those rings. We got a scoundrel. We got a dockhand. We got a nothing. And a nothing. Yeah, these haven't really respawned quite yet. Should do my daily. Oh, I wish I had tracking comment. So we'll leave these simmer a little bit. We'll go get that camp over here, and then we'll come back and get the other camp.
There is no escape for you.
The distressed merchant, but there's... Oh, there they are. Okay, right this way. Hey, you got a couple of vandals. That's nice. I don't know that you'll hear that comment in life very often. Hey, we have some vandals. That's awesome. She's still distressed. I wonder if this... Ooh. Ooh. Well, that answers that. Yes, these guys out here can spawn as vandals as well. So we will pick up the slack, Jack. All right, now, is the guy, when we turn it in, are we going to complain to him that we got attacked? Or are we going to be grown-ups about it? And let me guess, he's going to be angry. Like, about time you got here, or something like that.
Hello.
Have you completed your task yet? Yes, I have delivered the supplies to the scouts. And you're still alive? I'm impressed. Take this and speak with me again when you're ready for your next task. So he did know we were going to be attacked, but there wasn't any... everything I thought would happen didn't happen. I was 100% wrong. But thank you, sir. I resupplied the scouts.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
I resupplied the scouts at all the camps. And then they promptly ambushed me, and I promptly disposed of them. And I got some hammered. Did we compare them? They're similar in stats.
Well met.
Congratulations. You are not as incompetent as I thought. Oh, good. We're making frenzies. Were the scouts nice to you? Really funny. You told them to attack me, didn't you? There's the dialogue I predicted. They have standing orders to attack anyone they do not recognize. So yes and no. Do you still wish to learn more about our order? I suppose. If you travel around the beach, you will find several groups of filthy humans. One of these camps holds the tents of both the tactician and the commander. Now, we have heard rumors that the pirates are planning to expand off the beach deeper into the forest. And we do not wish this, of course. I need you to find the tactician's tent, steal the attack plans. Can you handle that? Yes, and I can. And I'll get back shortly with the plans. Now, I think on this one, based on my... Yeah, there's nothing new revealed in that, so I won't read it aloud. So I do believe that there is some benefit here if I don't draw their attention. Because it's almost as though he wants me to go back and then kill the tactician after I steal the plans. We're going to find out. We're waiting for these tents to pop here. I'm going to stay a ways away and just... So there's the tactician. I'm going to try to come in. Well, these guys can cause issues, so we're going to ahead and take them out. And this one. Now, I don't know if I can pull this off because the tent does work for line of sight, but if I pop through it accidentally, like part of my model goes through it, it kind of throws things off. All right, here's the tactician, and right. I swear that map was what I needed right there. Oh, there it is. All right, I have the attack plans. I'm going to fly, just lest I draw attention. Now, I would stop and clear out these camps, but I don't know. He may ask me to go in there and eliminate some of them in the meantime, so I'm just going to wait. I'll take this back.
Hello.
Have you completed your task yet? Yes, here are the attack plans. Good work. I will give these to Shizin. Take this for your time and return to me later. I have more tasks for you. Golly gee, mister. An entire 1 gold? I have retrieved the plans and taken them to bruh.
Well met.
Those plans were quite useful. More so than you, in fact. What? Nonetheless, I cannot ignore the aid that you have provided, no matter how much I dislike that you have potential. I will give you another chance to earn our trust. If you think you can handle a real task. I can handle anything, mister. I need you to find the tactician and the commander and scour them from this beach. Plans for taking over the forest were more involved than we thought possible of their little human brains. So, can you handle that? I can, sir, and I will, sir. And if I do it, I get this book that gives me the quest, History of the Trials. Is it appearance book? No, not a house item. All right, and that tells me, go get the commander, go get the tactician, go get the book that'll give you the next quest. I forgot to do my completed it. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to go to completed. I'm going to go to 1,753 is what I have completed in my journal, 1,753. So I'm going to jack up my quest numbers. There, 1,753. All right, let's do this. All right, I need your commander and I need your tactician. Sirs, tactician and commander, out with yous. And for a sleeper, you too, pal. Bonus kill. Oh, one shot him. I'm sure his mom had thought he had much more potential. All right, we're leaving you alone until I find out if I need to kill anyone on the beach.
Salutations.
I've killed the nearest commander and the captain, and I have completed a quest.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
You have performed well. You show an interest in knowing why we are here. The book I gave you will answer many of your questions. You should feel honored. Few have even touched that book in centuries. And then I say, you realize the book is blank, right? Yes, of course. Yes, this, of course, isn't going to be, oh, let's go sit under a tree and read this book. You should know better. These pages are shielded with an arcane magic beyond the comprehension of most mortal beings. It requires blood to reveal the truth written in its pages. Will you know what kind of blood it desires when the time comes? No, it doesn't say that. It says you will know the kind of blood. Will I know? Apparently. All right. Well, this better be good. I will not. And not a set of ogre poetry. All you have to do is take a look at the book, and it will take you from there. If you manage to read the entire thing, and you come back here and speak with Torque the Wretch, he has more tasks for you if you wish to continue with the trials. I will, sir. It will be an honor, sir. So what I'm going to do is read it, and I think they tell me to go out in the water and kill something. Fish. We'll see. We'll see. Book time. Oh, look at these. Bags are full. Okay. Take a deep breath. It'll be okay. How am I going to pull this off, though? I may have to go empty my bags on camera. The history of the trials. Let's go. This is the book that was given to me by Bruvir by the order of Nektulos. The first page is visible, but he says that once I feed the book blood, then the entire story of the trials will be revealed to me. And so it says, first I need to go fiddlers. All right, hopefully there's none on the roof. Fiddler crabs. Okay, let's do this. We do this. Thankfully, I ran out of words for my song because I've got the voice of a gut shot dog. You weren't even on the list. But now look at you. Fiddler crab, I'm going to grab that, Nereus. No, I did not. No, I did not. How are we doing? I probably have to come back and kill a bunch of these. Because I think they're on the same. That would make sense. They're just on the same exact spawn as the other ones. Holy smoky. I'm going to be killing a lot. Wow, I'm going to be killing a lot. For no reason. Out of all of the crabs on the beach, only 4 were the right flavor. Now my suspicion that somebody actually just ran these quests is pretty high. It's getting higher. We should do a who all. Or who, right? We just do a who. Just flat out who will tell us. The people in the zone? No. I'm the only one. The most wonderful thing about Tigers. Tigers are wonderful things. Because I'm the only one. The tops are made of the river. The bottoms are made of the spring. Most wonderful thing. Well, I went from curious to depressed. That I'm the only person on the entire server in this zone. Oops. Those are spiders. Don't need spiders. I'm not getting the carcasses off the sand, and that's probably going to make me confused about which ones I've killed and which ones I haven't. Oh, I don't want more. Wish I took it. Here's the plan. I do a sweep. I do a sweep of all of the crabs on the beach. All of the Neriac guys in the camps. Nereus. All the Nereus mobs in these camps. Then I go back to the guild hall. And I empty out my bags. I should have made that the title of my... I should have made that the title of the stream. Wouldn't that have brought him in? I empty my bags. I'll tell you one thing. Everybody could relate to it. They'd be like, oh, that poor sap. I feel your pain, bro. Oops. I forgot to start the software that reminds me that nobody says anything in my chat. It'd be difficult to maintain my depression if I wasn't reminded that nobody comes in my stream. Dead. Soon to be dead. Dead. Soon to be dead. We got some white mobs, some blue mobs, and some yellow mobs. All in this little area. Look at the grass from up above. If you bring your camera straight ahead, it's not as impressive. Now, you run through the area like this, you're like, oh, look at this little area built up with vegetation, and then the camera goes up and you go, okay. Typically, if it were just me and I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't have the vegetation even on. It would just be a sand beach. But I figured, well, let's give chat a little eye candy. And we're not getting it off my webcam, I'll tell you that. That eye candy is stale, folks. Maybe back in '84 there was some eye candy on this end of that webcam, but I'll tell you what. I don't know if it was the hair falling out, the crow's feet developing, or I had one more. Loss of eyesight, beard turning gray. More than likely a package deal. But another guy that's depressed on my birthday. On my birthday, I say, thank goodness I made another year. And as you get older, you know, it means even more because you have reminders of how many people that you actually know that didn't make it. One more year. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. Oops. Yeah, if anyone just happened to bop in at the last second, we're just doing all the quests in Nektulos Forest over the next couple days or more. Depends how long, you know, obviously. I'm in no rush. I want to just make sure I get them all. Maybe learn a thing or two. I am slowed down by my wanting to read the text just to get the flavor of what the work that the developers put in, the writers, the coders put into the game. Oh. Sorry. Oh, gosh. Next, I need the blood of one Nereus hermit found hiding in rocky paths. Okay, let me just take care of these guys in case one of those. Something missing from this afternoon, and I was trying to figure out what it was. Like, oh, my wife's on errands, but I don't necessarily talk to her every day in the afternoon. I didn't have lunch with my son like I thought I was going to, but that doesn't happen every day. And then I realized just a second ago, it's my nap. If you're retired and you don't stop to have a nap during the daytime, well, you're missing out on one of the greater parts of life. Because a nap in the middle of the day is your reminder, I don't have to go to work anymore. If I was at work, I couldn't have a nap. If anybody is newly retired, this would even work if you had been on a job for a long time and then you're not on that job anymore. You find yourself thinking, like you look at the clock and you think about what you would have been doing or what everybody else is doing back at your job. I do that all the time. I'll be like, oh, my kids would have been coming back from FIAD right now. Or, oh, today's library. I would have to do this. It's today's library. I wonder what the lesson is. Like, all these... especially as a teacher. Well, it's probably true for everybody, but all I've ever been really, is working in schools, is that the clock. It's just so important all the time, what time it is. Then you have those kids that are a little bit more anxious and are constantly asking you, what are we doing next? What are we doing next? And, as much as you can, at least at the elementary level, you want to keep the day as consistent as possible. It brings comfort to students to know what to expect. I'm going to drip some more blood on a page. Speaking of students, let's drip some blood on this page and then massacre some more lives. Okay. I need the blood of 3 shoreline barracudas. A barracuda. I hope I can find 3. Sometimes they're all over the place. Other times somebody has just been through and did the quest that require them. The water here is exquisite as well. Everywhere I've been going since I got my new video card, the water is ridiculously clear compared to what I'm used to. Yep, we have our barracuda right here. Got your barracuda right here. We'll do the RP and actually go on dry land to read it. How do you drip blood on a book in water anyway? I think I'll go ahead and read the book, the text at the next after the next dripping all the blood. I'm looking for dusk darts. And I don't remember if I look for sharks after that. Now, these are the ones that I remember. These do share the table with the creature. I mean, they all probably do. What I meant to say is, I remember killing these one time for a quest. I think for my dirge. Probably 20 years ago. Well, it wouldn't have been 20. It would have been 15 years ago. Because my dirge was my original, like, I'm doing every one of these quests guy. And so I was just leveling up slowly while I was playing my berserker. And that's when I just casually mentioned, yeah, I'm leveling up a dirge in guild chat, and they were like, okay, we're going to get you up to raiding. Because I said I was leveling it to raid. And they're like, follow us. We're going to level you up. We did have a dirge at the time who was only playing a dirge because the raid force needed a dirge. But I didn't, did I? I said I was going to, and I didn't do it. Anyway, she didn't want to be a dirge. She was just doing it for the sake of the raids. So we had a main tank with buffer. She wasn't a brigand. She was something else, which she did really well. She did a really good job with the dirge too. Brigand. I think she might have been a brigand. Otherwise. But yeah, she knew what she was doing, no doubt about it. So they found out that, and they're like, okay, we're going to go into whatever zone we need to. We're just going to kill stuff. And you're going to siphon off the XP. Is this like crazy? I'm trying to do my last red Freeport in this tier level, and I need vandals that literally pop one out of probably a 10% chance, I would say, that they will pop. And then the thing is, they're not even, none of them, not even the placeholders are popping. Vandals. I think I have to go back and see that guy, don't I? These guys are gonna come out. Currently, I have I think 7 maybe 7 followers. It's rough sledding, folks. It is rough sledding. What episode are we on? We're on episode 15. So I average 1 follow every 2 streams. Yikes. Take the hint, pal. But anyway, if you're just hanging out, you know, if there's a lurker out there with a follow to give, I will tell you what, that would mean a lot. I have to start this over again.
Well met.
I see Brew has deemed you worthy to attempt the rest of the trials. You are the first in quite some time. You have been sent to me so that you no longer wander aimlessly across the forest waiting to be slaughtered. Well, I'll have to be wandering. I haven't been wandering aimlessly, pal. So you say, but that doesn't matter. I have spent centuries exploring and learning the woods. I know Nektulos Forest better than any other living sentient. This forest is my home. I can teach you some of what I know if you are willing to learn. I'm willing, and I appreciate your time. You should be appreciative. First things first, though. There has been a little rat of a dwarf running all over the woods. I have no clue what he's doing. The fool is crazed. I sent a human named Daria after him, and she has yet to return. I want to know what that dwarf is doing. All right, well, how can I assist? Tork Thoresh of the Order of Nektulos has asked me to locate Daria. He says she was last spotted near Enmar's Ascent, or Mars, chasing a dwarf. It's Hank. It's Hank. It's Hank. The angry dwarf. Why, look there. It's a vandal. Normally, if I don't have anything targeted, then if a mob hits me, then my target will go there. But I've been talking to an NPC, then it doesn't necessarily, it does sometimes, but completed map. It offers the quest Buried Treasure. Oh, what's this, sir? Man, scoundrel. Take that, you brute. What I need here, folks. What we have here is a failure to communicate. So I had this thing that I said I was going to do, right? And I didn't do it. I was going to do that one thing. And then I was going to head on back to the guild hall, and I was going to take care of that very important matter involving my backpack. Who's out yonder? There is scoundrel. I want a vandal, sir. A vandal. Old scallywag. You old scallywag, you. I think I saw some glowy text that somebody was in those tents as I was running by. Nope. Optical illusion or an optional delusion. I gotta go to Enmire's Ascent. You have any idea how far away that is? It's a little bit away. Now, this isn't necessarily the direction to the ascent, but it is the direction of a Griffin Tower, and I just feel like I'm going to lazy my way up there. The other thing to at least consider is that there are other ways to get directed up to that, and that would be by doing the quests that are down here by this tower. So that's something else to consider. And I don't know if I should. Because normally, right there is the gate to Common Lands. Normally you would just finish up your Common Land quests. And then Mushka, out by the gates of Freeport, the one that has you running and killing armadillos and dogs and crabs and whatnot. She then sends you to her brother, and her brother is here. He's this ogre, Mugwump. The Mugwump. Hello again, Mushka. Keeping you well fed, I see. You look strong enough now to survive out here in the forest. If you're looking for adventure, head west across the Torrent River and seek out Brookveer on the beach. Hey, we did. We sought him out. Then there is this guy. He has a series of tasks for you to do, and each one gives you a piece of armor until you have a little set of whatnots. They tend to be a real pain. But unfortunately, they're also quests, you know what I'm saying? So we have to do them. It's the law. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 quest givers here. There's other quest givers up by Behemoth Pond up there where the river splits in half, divides and comes back together. I say, why not? Tanny Granville. Actually, Tanny sends us back to Thundering Steps at some point to go collect some stuff. And she moves around too. My brother and I are opening a restaurant right now. We're looking for exotic ingredients to put on our menu. And you need someone to go gather these ingredients. Yes, exactly. Tobias is in Thundering Steps, working on a seafood bisque. I'm allergic to shellfish, so I'm concentrating on the more woodsy items. I'm looking for folks who know how to gather items from the woods and can hunt a bit as well. Will you help me? Yeah, as long as you pay well. Tanny Granville in Nektulos Forest plans to build a restaurant somewhere. She's scouting out some delicates from around Norath to include in the menu and asked me to help her. She offered some coin if I can find her what she needs from the Neck Forest for her risotto. And if we do that, we get one of the dining tables. Look at that. It's ready for Thanksgiving. They should toss in the kiddie table as well. All right, I'm just doing natural gardens here in Nektulos Forest.
You're lucky. Listen to
Listen to me, scum. You're here to take a contract, not to ask questions. All you need to know is that I'll pay you when you finish the job. Now, are you going to take the contract, or do I have to feed you to the owl bears? I'll take the contract, idiot. The contract reads, the owl bears in this godforsaken forest have decided that members of the Crimson Wind division of the Freeport militia are edible. The militia will not tolerate these worthless animals eating any more conscripts. A bounty has been placed on the beaks of 20 ash owl bears. And what do I get for my work? A dragoon femur bone.
Then here's your
Yeah, I'll get the bone.
All the details
Then here's your
you need to know
contract.
are listed here.
All the details you need to know are listed here. Remember, I pay you when you complete the assignment. The Overlord pays for success, not for failure. Okay, I'll be back to collect my payment when I'm done. And you over there, what have you for me?
Interesting.
Interesting. You don't look like the other Thexian loyalists that wander these woods. Why do you haunt the Nektulos?
Why do you haunt the Nektulos?
I've come here looking for adventure.
Oh, you do you?
Oh, you do you?
Perhaps I can satisfy you.
He's actually
thirst for
talking.
adventure. I left the forest for a long time and need to know what changed in my absence. I'll reward you well for your observation.
I'm interested if the price is right. The mysteries of Nektulos, Behemoth Pond. We know the Behemoth Pond.
Go see why the behemoth that guards our pristine forest is allowing outsiders to walk freely. Its lair is beside the river that runs through the forest, or so the stories say. Return when you find out why the beast isn't performing its duties.
All right, spoiler alert. It's a rack of bones in the middle of the pond. Does this guy have dialogue?
Well met.
No. What do you want? I'm going to turn it down. What do you want? If you need an escort through the forest, I don't have enough men to spare you to hold your hand for you. You're on your own here. Dude, I'm just looking for some work. Work? Are you right in the head, friend? You'd have a death wish to want to stay here any longer than absolutely necessary. Sure, I have work for you. Let's just say the Overlord has decreed that the roads must remain open at all cost and sent our legion in to pacify the forest. But we've become a little understaffed, if you get my drift. Apparently I don't, because my next line is, what do you mean? Well, recently the creatures here in Nektulos Forest have started behaving strangely. New species have been seen along the roads, some of them pretty nasty. I've had more than a few troops disappear out on patrol. Bah, even the plants have changed. One of my men took a wrong step and trod on a flower. The fool was sick for days before the spiders got him, which may have been a mercy ending, depending on how you look at it. All right, well, I do think I can handle myself. All right, and then the summary text just says, I'm going to help clear up some stuff for them. Well, you can start by helping us keep the roads clear. We need to reduce the number of some of the more hazardous wildlife here near the camp, and then at night, though it's hard to tell if it's day or night and in the blasted place, the spiders always get into camp, and they've carried off a few soldiers. You can start by getting rid of a few of them. Okay. I'll return when I've finished. And then this guy, it's not often. Oh, let me make sure he's not talking. Okay. It's not often you see someone wandering through the hills, the back hills of this dark forest. Stories tell of missing travelers disappearing all the time. I know how it happens, too. Oh, yeah? Why don't you enlighten me? Well, what happens is this. First, there's a rustling in the bushes, you see. Then the traveler turns around to look what made the sound. And that's when I jump down from the trees and cut their throat open from behind. Guess what's about to happen to you. I'm going to kill you and take all your items? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the right answer. I like that. I like that one a lot. You've got some brass, you know that? I like a person with brass. Not like the last guy I slid open. He had lots of other things, but no brass. Ha! I made a funny too. Yeah, hilarious. So what happens now? I've never read this text before. I had no idea he was so violent. Nothing. I'm letting you go. Already told you. I liked you. Hey, there's something though. I've got all this loot from my last victim. I don't need any of it. I'd be willing to broker a trade for the items if you're interested. Yeah, tell me what you got. All right, this guy had some wrist guards, a helmet, a shiny earring. What else do I have here? These leggings won't do me any good. Yeah, and a nice pair of shoes too. You can't go wrong with a good pair of shoes. And you know what you can't go wrong with? A sleeve of Keebler's Club crackers. I don't know anything on the face of the earth that's more delicious than a sleeve of club crackers. Anyway. And also, no, that's all we had. Ooh, so what do you want? So I get to pick between the wrist guards, the helmet, the earring, the leggings, and the shoes. In the end, I'm going to have to ask for all the pieces. So I'll just say the wrist guards. The wrist guards. I've offered to help a bandit in the Nektulos forest by the name of Claren Azara. He's come into possession of several objects he found on a former victim. He's willing to trade them to me in exchange for me doing a little something for him. Let's just take a look at what the bracers look like. I'm going to have to clear this off because the gloves I was trying on. Here they are. They match perfectly with the gloves that I had on already. The wrist guards are in great shape. If you want them, then I'm going to need you to gather up some ingredients I need for a special poison. Here's a list of what you need to get. If you bring these back to me, then I will give you the wrist guards. All right, give me that list, and I'll be back when I have them all. All right, that looks like quite a list of things to do. Now, the first thing would probably be whatever spiders and various things they wanted me to kill just right along there. Yeah, I didn't need the shrillers. I did not need the shrillers in vanilla. You ever just want to get some these old blues? You ever want to just like, let's just get them, round them up, take care of business. I need a total of 12. So far I have 10. There was 11. And there's 12. And I can just go right back to Lieutenant Kanath. Lieutenant Kanath.
Salutations.
Did you take care of those spiders? Yeah, yes I did. I have helped the militia.
You just finished a quest.
I did.
Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
I appreciate that. I try my best. Alright, I got rid of some of the... You're back and you're still alive. Not bad. And that's better than what I expected. Thank you for dealing with those spiders. If you're willing to do more jobs, just let me know. Alright, I'll do more jobs. Are you ready for another one? I think I can handle another one. The Freeport militia has been encountering many difficulties in securing the Nektulos forest. I've offered my service to aid them by clearing out some of the troublesome local wildlife. And it's got all the earmarks of a repeatable quest, but it was not marked as a repeatable quest. So, Haze Stalkers. Those would be the wolves. Wolves. Oh, Haze. 1 of 8, 7 remain. Look at how I did that math like that. That is amazing. I can feel my eyelids are getting heavier. My already slurred speech when I'm wide awake is turning into oatmeal mouth. For the 8 wolvies, the Haze Stalkers. 5. Killing number 6 at the moment. I got 7 behind the tree right there in front of me. And then I gotta look and see what this is. Huh, that really looks like something. Any hoosers. Let's get this wolfie. Okay. Got a little wolfer. That's it for the old Haze Stalkers. Am I going the right? Man, feels like I'm going forever. Yes, I am definitely getting fatigue brain.
Hello.
Ah, you're back already. Did you catch enough wolves? I did. Good work. Your help is certainly appreciated. Let me know if you're looking for more work. We can always use the assistance. And I will take that, and let's see what he says. Hey, sir.
Salutations.
If you're willing to work, I have another assignment. I am willing. The free port. Let's take a look at this. It's probably just as boring as as boring as they get. But I do need a level 20 cloak. I'm still sporting a level 10. So I got to clear out some local wildlife. I'm doing basically mushrooms, which we can find when we go to look at the behemoth. But before we do that, I am going to say, take care of yourself. Thank you for stopping in, either to just lurk in the stream or to watch the VOD. I normally wouldn't stop at 1 hour, but in this case, I think that my normal amount of banter and nonsense will turn into completely incomprehensible if I don't take a little siesta. And so I'm going to celebrate my retirement the way everybody should, which is by taking a little nap. Thank you for hanging out with me, for listening and putting up with this baloney. And hopefully hit that follow. If you haven't hit the follow, please hit it. I'm trying to get up to 10. If I can get up to 10, then I can dream of the day when I have 20 and the world is my oyster. All right, everybody, take care.